So now I'm in the hospital. I'm being admitted. More time away from my babies.
Over is my world and everything I have is mine. Everything's alright and I'm really fine. God really alive, I say it all the time.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. So I got my special guest today, Asya. Once again, it's October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I could not. So we are back with another video because we're gonna go through Asya's So we're going to talk about Asya's pregnancy story after breast cancer, and yeah, kind of dive a little bit back into her breast cancer story. So if you have not checked out her breast cancer story, make sure you click the link above because you want to check that out, figure out everything that happened to see how we got to now, okay? You want to see how Zachariah's here, you know, that whole thing, you want to figure that out. So I'm going to need you to click up that, watch that whole thing, and then come back, press play. Oh, and you gotta press subscribe because you know you gotta be part of the fam now, and then you gonna be all caught up.
Seemed like a lot. Sheesh.
Where we started? So 8 years ago, Asya was diagnosed with breast cancer, and now we are breast cancer free. Woo! So, and now we have a brand new baby cousin. So we're gonna kind of rewind back to after you had breast cancer. What did the doctor say about you conceiving, or if you have any complications or anything in that?
Oh, it wasn't after, it was before.
Oh, before.
Yeah, they told me before I started chemo that if I wanted to, or I felt like I wanted to have more children, that I should actually freeze my eggs.
Oh, okay. So what was your options? Oh, did you think about freezing your eggs? I feel like we kind of talked about this.
Freeze eggs? Who got money for that?
Yeah, okay.
I'm not rich. So I couldn't freeze my eggs.
Okay. So at that time, it was just not an option, basically.
No, it wasn't an option. So I was just like, well, you might as well just start the chemo because I can't meet with the fertility doctor. I don't have no money to store any eggs in nobody's freezer.
Okay, so let's start from last year. When was this? Okay, before Super Bowl.
You talking about when I found out I was pregnant? I got pregnant in December, but I didn't take the test until January.
Right, yeah. Because Christmas we didn't know that you were pregnant. But technically you were.
I was already though.
You was already. Okay, yeah. So now Asya finds out she's pregnant, which I was so excited because I'm just like, oh my god, this is amazing. And plus she's always really wanted another child, but I mean obviously because of the breast cancer and the chemo and everything, it just like it was kind of up in the air. During her pregnancy she was only high risk because of my age. Okay, so there were no other like complications or anything there?
No, I didn't have gestational diabetes, even though I felt the first test.
Oh yeah.
Had to go back for the 3-hour one. Oh, that was the worst. Especially because since chemo basically shrunk my veins.
Oh.
And I only got one good arm.
So she had a pretty normal pregnancy. She was
up
fine
until towards the end.
Yeah, until towards the end. So Zachariah was supposed to be born in September.
September 9th was my due date.
He was supposed to be a Virgo. Okay, this is a very important part of the story, okay? No, it's not. But he was supposed to be a Virgo, he a Leo, but that's not the point. Alright, so she had to... Alright, let me stop, because it's supposed to be serious.
Because she loved Leo, so I don't even know why she acting like that. Nah, I was about 32 weeks, and I went to my doctor's appointment. New Jersey Perinatal Associates at St. Barnabas. Whoop. And I'm sitting there and they're like, oh, Miss Douglas, we'll take your pressure in a minute. Okay. Took it when I got there. It was a little elevated, but you know, white coat syndrome. Thought it was just because I was at the doctor's. So they did the ultrasound and everything like that, and then they took it again to see if it went down. It just went higher. I had to sit down to see if it went down again. It didn't go down. It went higher. So by the time it got higher, it was 182 over 126. And they said, oh, Ms. Douglas, you can't go home. So I said, where I'm going? Oh, you have to walk over to the pet unit. I said, the pet unit? What? Where's that? Oh, that's over in the main hospital. You got to walk over to the pet unit. We're going to call them and tell them you coming right now because you can't go home. So you need to call somebody. Like, what the... So I walk over to the pet unit, you know, regular. talk to my boyfriend that, babe, I can't come home. They let me come home and walk into the pet unit. Like, my pressure too high.
Right.
They said I'm gonna get home and have a stroke. Okay, so I get up to the pet unit. It done went up again. So they had to immediately start an IV to get me on fluids. They did that horrible COVID test. So he was too small to come be delivered. But they actually thought that he was going to have to be delivered because my pressure was too high. Right. Because it was so high, they thought I would have a stroke and they didn't want me to. So they started me on magnesium and all this kind of stuff. And girl, let me tell you, that magnesium had me so damn hot. I thought I was walking across coals in a sauna.
Oh my God.
I was doused in ice packs. It was so hot. They wouldn't let me eat nothing because they thought they was going to have to do emergency section. I was starving.
Yeah, I remember that. Y'all, she was really, from that day, she was in the hospital for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
They kept me 2 weeks before he came. And because they had given me all the blood pressure medication, basically, more magnesium and all that kind of stuff. And it was still not the pressure that they wanted. They ended up taking him before 34 weeks. 34 weeks was the goal. He missed it by 1 day. So it was 33 weeks and 6 days. And now they're saying they're going to induce me. So I'm thinking like, oh, it's going to be, you know, get ready for these contractions. Going to get this Pitocin, you know.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember this part. Yeah.
Wasn't no Pitocin. The doctor.
But did they say why they didn't give you Pitocin?
Because they wanted to jumpstart my cervix before they gave me the Pitocin. Yeah, jump started is not the word. She basically like
inserted
her fingers into my cervix
and
opened it manually to put a balloon in. So the balloon will open it. Worst experience of my life. Traumatic for my boyfriend too, because he was right there holding my hand.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say about that, because I just know, just going to the doctor's appointment when I was pregnant and they just check your cervix, that was just excruciating in itself. So to do all of that and then try to put a balloon in there, like, no. Did you get the balloon inside?
Yeah, the balloon was in.
Oh, okay.
So now they got me and him hooked up to the monitors, all that, watching the basketball game. They let me get they give me more magnesium, so I'm hot as hell again. Ice packs on ice packs. I'm laying there. All of a sudden, here they come. So I'm like, oh shit, what the hell done happened now? They can't find the baby's heartbeat on the monitor. The baby done flipped upside down, so he was no longer ready to come out.
Yes, and he done flipped so many times before that.
So next thing I know, I'm being flipped on the bed, head down. They trying to get him to flip, pressing on my belly, putting me down, put me back up again, trying to find his heartbeat. So they couldn't find it. It was real faint. Oh, well, Miss Douglas, we got to get you ready for a C-section. But hold up, we got to take this balloon out.
It's not funny, but...
What was the point in putting it in then? I went through all that pain to put the balloon in just for them to take it out and not even the push. So now they done doped me up, shaved me down. And they done doped me up so bad because my pressure was so high that day. It was back up to like 190 over 130 something. They had done doped me up so much. By the time I had got to the OR, it was 96 over 74. So now it's so low, I can't open my eyes. I can't talk. I'm just laying there. My boyfriend like, well, she's not responding. And so he thought I was okay. I had to try to squeeze his hand as hard as I could. He's like, okay, she just squeezed my hand, because that's all I could do. I couldn't talk, nothing. They gave me the epidural. I'm just sitting there wailing, no tears, but I'm hurting. They did the left side first and then the right side, and then asked me if I felt anything. So I'm like, no. And I'm laying down. I know what they're doing. I don't feel it though, but I know they in, because now I'm feeling like the jerking, because they had to go in, pull them, go up to pull them down and get out. So kind of find out he was in distress, couldn't hear the heart beat because He had did so many turns and flips and back flips and upside downs. He had done put a knot in the umbilical cord. He was 33 weeks and 6 days.
Okay.
So he was born 4 pounds, 10 ounces, and 17 3/4 inches.
Baby Zach.
Mind you, I had been in the hospital that whole time. I had me in a little apartment in the hospital.
Yeah, because it was just a lot, because one, she went to the doctor's appointment and never came back, so that was just like, what? And then she was there for 2 weeks. We in the middle of COVID. We can't come see her. The only person that could come see her is her boyfriend. Nobody can do nothing. We literally are just trying to offer moral support, but it's like, she's in there by herself for 2 whole weeks.
Prison, that's what it was. Prison.
Y'all, it was a lot. It was just a lot, and we were just trying to make sure she was good, but... God.
Even after they took him, now I'm back in the room, back to my little apartment. So, everything went okay. C-section was fine. I was healing fine. Pressure still acting up, even though he came out. So, I'm supposed to go home... What was it, 3 to 4 days after him? I had to stay a whole nother day. So I was there damn near 3 weeks in the hospital. 3 weeks. Couldn't see my daughter, my mother, this one over here. Nobody.
Could you go see him?
On my way home, I did go see him first. Because when I was able to leave, he had to stay in the NICU. Because he couldn't regulate his glucose levels. And they thought he had jaundice. Trying to think what else. What else I told you? Glucose, jaundice. I think that was basically
pretty much it. It was really just his glucose, really.
Yeah, because he was gaining weight in the NICU. He was already over 5 pounds before he came home. He was 5'14" when he came home.
Yeah,
but so because they had to get his glucose together.
Oh, regulating his body temperature, you said?
No, that was there, but he was already off the oxygen.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And all that kind of stuff.
So everything, as you can see, Zachariah's here. He is nice and healthy.
12 pounds, 2 ounces, 21 inches now.
What is that? The Guinness World Record? He needs to be in that, because, just saying. We have big babies in our family, though, because Carter was 13 pounds at 2 months. I mean, Zachariah really right behind him. So, but anyway, so now we're going to talk a little bit about the effects just of the chemo over time. And how it contributed. I mean, you didn't really see too much of how it contributed too much in her pregnancy, but just the after effects of everything. So
rewind to what, 2 weeks ago now? Two almost 3 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
I'm at home. I woke up to feed him his 6 o'clock feeding. Put him back down. Oh, I got time before the kids gotta go on for virtual school. I go to lay down. Oh, I can't get comfortable. Why I can't get comfortable? Go to the bathroom, figure I had to pee. Nope. Get back to the room, all of a sudden I lay down. Next thing I know, that's how I'm breathing. So my boyfriend like, hey, if this is how you still breathing at 12 o'clock, we going to the hospital. So I'm like, okay. Alright, no problem. Because I had done took an aspirin and 4 Tylenol. And I was still breathing like that. So it's the worst feeling in the world when you cannot catch your breath. I honestly, no lie, hand to God, thought I was gonna die that day. So now, ain't no 12 o'clock. I'm still breathing like that. 2 hours after 6, now it's like 8 something. So I'm talking in between getting my breaths, and I'm like, babe, you gonna have to get some phone calls made. You gonna have to call somebody, because somebody got to come watch the kids, because we can't wait till 12 o'clock. I got to go to the ER now. So he's like, what? So now he's in panic. So he got to get the baby ready. Make sure the kids on for school. And he like, do you want to put clothes on? Because I was still in my pajamas. I said, nope, I ain't got time to put no pajamas on, because we need to go. I can't breathe. All of this talking while I'm trying to catch my breath. He driving. I'm telling him to slow down, because yes, we need to get there, but we need to get there safe. So we finally get there. They're like, oh, ma'am, you got to put a mask on. I'm like, well, y'all need to hurry get me somewhere, because I can't breathe, and I can't breathe with this mask on.
Right.
But they're like, well, we need it to be on because there's sick people here, and we don't want you to get sick. Because I'm thinking I had COVID. That's why I can't breathe. Get to the room. Can't find no vein, because they were still mucked up from when I was in the hospital from having Zach. Found the vein, put the IV in. Still not breathing, but now I'm in there and I'm sweating profusely, like pouring sweat. They had to wipe the sweat off to put the EKG stuff on me.
Oh, dang.
So now he gets the ultrasound machine. As soon as he go like this, oh, you got fluid. So I'm like, what that mean? Like, so now I got this big old mask on. Respiratory therapist came in, put it on, pushing the oxygen in me. So now, since I got the fluid, they got to get the fluid out. So they give me some type of nitrate and something else for my pressure, because my pressure was up from me breathing all crazy. So I'm in there, I gotta pee the fluid out, but I can't stand up. They tell me, oh, pee in the bedpan, better. Or and they don't give me a full catheter. They gave me the thing that's just set on my vagina, and it was just gonna suck the pee up.
I ain't never even heard of that.
It's a new thing. It's going to commercials, but it's not. I would rather have the catheter. So now I'm in the hospital. I'm being admitted. More time away from my babies, and especially the new baby, because he had just got home not too long ago. Yeah. So couldn't find out. Now you're looking at somebody that's diagnosed with congestive heart fucking failure. Excuse me if I wasn't supposed to say that. So now I got congestive heart failure at the age of 36.
Yeah, so things got a little crazy. My grandma had both of the kids downstairs, so unfortunately we had to end the video and we couldn't finish our conversation. But from that day when Asia had difficulty breathing and eventually finding out that she had congestive heart failure, it was just a really tough moment for me and my family, and especially for her. And just thinking of the possibilities or the outcomes that could happen really scared me. I was honestly in tears that morning that she let me know she was in the hospital again and that she couldn't breathe, because I was just thinking the worst. And I was hoping for the best, but it just, all the things that she has been through with all the multiple surgeries, and then just having preeclampsia, and then having Zachariah, and all those factors basically put a strain on her body and a strain on her heart. So those are the contributing factors of the reason why she has congestive heart failure now. She is a lot better now. Obviously her health is not great. Like, she has congestive heart failure. She has to take a lot of heart medicine. She can't be stressed or have a lot of things that'll make her heart rate go up and down, and her high blood pressure go up and down. So it's just very important that she's just calm, cool, and relaxed, and just make sure that she's in the best situation possible. Her diet is really restrictive, really no salt. Zachariah will be 3 months this month. He is strong, he is healthy. Asia is doing well. Like I said, we're just sharing her story. This is not something that means that if you have breast cancer and you're a survivor and then you decide to have a baby after, that this will automatically happen to you, because like I said, she did have 8 surgeries and all the other things that have happened. But it's just to let you know of possibilities that can happen and what can contribute to your overall health. Thank you guys for tuning in for our post for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Thank you again, TGIN, for making me a pink ambassador. I always enjoy it every year. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Easy coming where I'm coming from. People dying every day to all these bullets from a gun. I do not understand why all my people aren't equal when the world don't really fuck with us, cause they are evil.